Samsung was one of the first few manufacturers to start the trend of edge-to-edge display with minimal bezels a couple of years ago. Now, most other smartphone companies offer a similar philosophy of screen maximum, footprint minimum with their phones, albeit with a notch on top. But good-looking aesthetics and a gorgeous infinity display aside, is it better than the Google Pixel 2 XL and the iPhone 10? We'll find out on the show today. So we have this cool looking black box that offers a really premium feel. Samsung has launched two versions of the S9 just like the S8. One is the regular S9 and what we have here is the S9 Plus, which has 6GB of RAM, a bigger 6.2-inch display and a 3500 mAh battery compared to the 4GB RAM, 5.8-inch display and a 3000 mAh battery. Anyway, looking into the box, we have the quick start guide. Below it is the phone itself, which comes in this lilac purple color, which although looks a bit strange, still is a stunning design that is quite gorgeous. The only concern is the glass and metal finish that is reflective and prone to fingerprints. Although most of the phones of 2018 come with the same design, it has some perks too because a glass and metallic finish allows for wireless charging. Looking further underneath the box, we have a fast charging adapter, a USB to USB Type-C converter, a data cable, and Samsung has also offered a AKG earphones which are as decent as stock earphones can get. Now coming to the display of the Galaxy S9 Plus, we have a 6.2-inch Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED display which is really bright, vibrant, saturated and in short one of the best displays among all the phones in any segment, which comes as no surprise as Samsung has absolutely been killing it in the display department for the past few years with their Super AMOLED displays. This Plus variant of the S9 comes with 6GB of RAM and an option of 64GB or 128GB of storage. Overall, the TouchWiz interface on top of Android 8.0 Oreo has come a long way from its cartoonish looks and bloatware heavy interface, and now it has a really buttersmooth and lag-free experience, which of course is expected of this price point. On the bottom of the phone, we have a USB Type-C charging port and a fast-dying headphone jack. Thank you Samsung for being one of the few big manufacturers to still include it. Anyway, on the sides we have the usual volume rockers and beneath it is the Bixby button. On the other side is the power button and the SIM card tray is at the top. Overall, navigating through the interface is quite easy and the on-screen capacitive options are present on the bottom, and swiping up on any point of the screen brings up the application tray. The dedicated button for Bixby, the virtual assistant, however, sadly cannot be configured for any other feature. This is quite a shame because when it comes to voice assistants, Google Assistant is still preferred and people rarely use Bixby as their first choice. Another impressive and rather useful feature is the always on display, which shows important indications like the notifications, date, time, messages without being too much strain on the battery. Getting into the settings, we can change various controls and toggles. And a quick note to potential buyers is, when you set up the phone for the first time, the S9 Plus is by default set at 1080p Full HD resolution, which can be changed to Quad HD in the display settings if you like. Speaking about settings, you can also set up different authentication methods, like the fingerprint sensor, which is fast and thankfully at the right reachable height, unlike the S8. The face recognition sensor, although far from perfect, is still useful despite its flaws, and this definitely can be improved in the next generation. The Galaxy S9 Plus is also rated IP68 dust and water resistant, which means that it not only survives the accidental splashes or the drops into water, but can actually be submerged up to 1 meter underwater for 30 minutes. Coming to the battery department, the 3500 mAh battery may not be exceptional, but it can still last you throughout the day under light and moderate usage. And thankfully, there is also an option for wireless charging, which is quite convenient. Finally, let's take a look at the camera, guys. This is another department in which the S9 Plus easily excels and is among the top 3 phones of 2018. Although only marginally trumped by the Google Pixel 2 XL, it is definitely on par with the iPhone 10. There are various features like the super slow motion, AR emoji, panorama, pro mode, auto mode, and many more. The dual 12 megapixel camera has different apertures of f2.4 and a wider f1.5 sensor that allows more light to come in, thereby improving nighttime shots and low light photography. Here are some sample shots. Overall, the images shot by the S9 Plus's primary camera are highly saturated, colorful, with high amounts of depth and detail. In short, the camera is a delight to use. The 8 megapixel secondary camera too takes great selfies. The videos appear quite stabilized without much shaking due to the optical image stabilization. There is also an option for 4K 60 frames per second videos. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus retails at around $850 or 64,000 rupees. It definitely is a must-buy device if you are looking for a premium flagship device that is quite feature-rich even when compared to other expensive phones. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, people, and do subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Have a great day.